Okay, I'm going to go through using Excel. If you feel comfortable enough with Excel, you can do your standard deviation this way. You do not have to for this class, but there may be some students that feel comfortable with this instead of having to write everything down by hand. So let's start with range. How do we find range? Well, you make sure that your values are in order. So if you just highlight your data points and then go over to sort, you can do sort smallest to largest, and it would do that for you. And then you can do equals your largest value minus your smallest. And that gives you your range. Our N, if you just highlight down the side here, you can see where that R value is changing. So it says 4R by, 5R by. If you pull it down to the end, it says 12R by. That 12R is our number of rows. So that's our number of data points. So that's 12. X we know is our average, and to do average, we do the sum of all the data values divided by how many we have. So you can just do sum and tell Excel to add up all of those pieces and then divide by 12, and we get 78. Excel does know some commands, so another command for the mean is equals average, and you would just highlight those values. You're going to see here that you get the same answer. 78. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and come on over here, and I need to do my X minus X bar. So I have my data values all lined up here, and I'm going to go ahead and do each one minus the mean. So I'm going to do equals, and I'm going to do what's called cell referencing. And so that's pulling up that value of 95 minus my mean, which is 78. You can just type in 78 here because that mean is not changing for this data set. And then if you actually grab this side, because I did cell referencing for that first piece, instead of typing in 95, I said, hey, I'm using F3. Then you can just drag down to the end and it will find all of those differences for you. And then for your next piece, we have to do the square of that. So you're going to do equals. Again, I'm going to do cell referencing, and then you do Shift 6 to get your caret symbol squared. Again, I use cell referencing, so I'm going to just drag down, and now I can do the sum. Excel again, easy sum, so equals sum of, and those values. And then to finish out your standard deviation, you could do equals SQRT for square root. We've already done the sum, so there's our value, divided by n minus 1, which is 12 minus 1, or 11. And we get approximately 22.5711. So if you feel comfortable with using Excel, you can do this quickly, especially while you're working in your My Math Lab practice. If you have any questions, please let me know.